Professor Chris Sales, right?
Oh, professor.
Do you get called professor?
Yeah, I do. Feel
Yeah.
I don't say anything. They could just call me whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just prefer coach or
Yeah.
Chris. Professor's a bit very old school.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it feels a bit. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor.
No,
Right?
you need a grey beard, man.
Yeah.
You need a grey
Put
beard.
some
or a
glasses
white
on.
beard. Yeah. Yeah, so we're like, okay, so I've been trying to get you on for a while, but you're a busy man. You are very busy.
Yeah. Be
Yeah.
flying in and out of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I'm here.
Yeah.
Free.
So when you going back, you go to the Philippines?
I leave this month.
Yeah.
3rd week. I'll be there for a couple of weeks. Check out the place I've been building.
Yep.
Over there.
So you're building a villa.
A villa. So it's in an island called Catanduanes Island. And, a lot of things to see, a lot of hills, a lot of surfing, a lot of nice blue water, beach, crystal clear water, and white sand.
Good.
Very remote still, so that's why I chose the place. So just building there, come back here, do a bit of work, save some money, throw it back in Philippines.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you that's your little getaway.
It's a getaway, and it's my probably my future retirement plan.
Yeah, nice.
As well. So, I don't I'll come back here, but I think the way of living there is much better than, from my experience. I've already been here for, I think, 22 years now. When I came here, I came here around 2004, late 2004. What's that?
Jeez,
Sorry,
man.
19?
Yeah, 20, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And it's just work here. Work, especially when you have kids, you work 9 to 5, or, you do your 8-hour shift, and then, your pastime is doing groceries.
Yeah, or sitting in your place that you're trying to pay off.
Yeah, that's right. You look at your place and you're like, I've got to work tomorrow to pay the next batch of mortgage.
Yeah, man. And it doesn't make you happy though. I don't know. This is why I brought you in, because you obviously you own and run Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
Legends now. Blacktown. You moved, didn't you?
Blacktown still. Blacktown.
Yeah?
Kings Park.
Kings Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to come there. I've been off for a bit. Yeah, injuries. That's what I got to be careful. But
smart.
I remember when I was starting to get cauliflower ears, and I mentioned it to you, and you said just don't get in headlocks.
That's a badge of honor, though, the cauliflower.
Yeah, it is. You don't have any though, because you got out.
I'm very fortunate not to get it.
Yeah, you're smart.
So maybe just avoid the triangle chokes and things that go this side.
Yeah.
But now I'm fortunate. I think I've been doing it now close to 25 years. So.
And you got your black belt. Who gave it to you again?
So a guy from Gracie, Baja, his name's Marcelo.
Yeah.
I think I got it around 2013.
Yeah.
So now I'm due for a few degrees now. Haven't been promoted in a while.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Have you been rolling yourself though?
Always. Yeah. Still competing. I haven't competed in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But last competition was 2003. But I still roll with the students, and the students now are good, man.
Yeah, man.
They
are good.
It's a different generation.
Yeah.
There's a lot more resources now to learn. It wasn't like when we first started. When I first started, we, like, all across New South Wales, there was only 3 known black belts that was around. Every now and then a Brazilian dude would fly from Brazil, come here for a few months, and then leave. But there was only 3 black belts, and most areas didn't have jiu-jitsu, so I had to travel down to Manly to go and train. That was back in 2005.
It wasn't big. Jiu-jitsu wasn't big.
No, back then people thought it was a bit.
Yeah, like wrestling men.
Yeah, wrestling men.
Yeah.
So when you said, "Oh, what do you?" People didn't know what jiu-jitsu was.
Yeah.
People would watch. Oh, that's a bit weird. Like, you guys hugging men. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. Too close.
Until UFC came, and then UFC got popular, and people started to understand what jiu-jitsu was with the grappling. But yeah, now almost every suburb has a jiu-jitsu
They
gym.
do. Yeah. And
It's
good
just
for
grown that much.
and it's good. It's good for the kids.
Good for the kids, just good for the community, and that was the goal anyway. We, spread jiu-jitsu, and now it's so popular now. Everyone just knows of it. That everyone would have a friend that trains in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. It teaches what I found, like even with the kids, like respect. Having something to be committed to as well.
Yeah.
And the belts as well.
Oh, it teaches you a lot. Respect and being committed to something, right? And dedicating your time to be good at something.
Yeah.
Also, it's a good way to, you're surrounding yourself in an environment where people are all training and they're trying to achieve a certain goal. So that builds a certain mindset to someone where, you walk in a room and you can see everyone training. You ever heard that saying where, you hang out with 5 smokers, you'll be the 6th one. You hang out with 5 thieves, you'll be the 6th thief.
Yep.
Right? So you want to surround yourself with people that, with people that,
Same mindset.
same mindset, wants to achieve the same as you.
Yeah.
Right? Just keep surrounding yourself with the same people.
Yeah, mate, I miss rolling, man.
Yeah, you want to get rich, hang out with rich people.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You want to be an arsehole, hang out with arseholes.
You want to make money, hang out with people who know how to make money.
Yeah, it is like that, isn't it? Find your place. Yeah, I just found with jiu-jitsu helped me a lot from my little personal time when I started going for a divorce.
Yeah.
And then brought my kids there. Mate, it's just, I remember I think I did 3 times a week at one time. That was tough. You guys have got guys go every day. Bandages, band-aids, man.
The young dudes do.
They every day.
Yeah, like
they
5
can
days
handle
a
it.
week.
They can handle it. As you get older, I was in
can't
pain.
do it anymore.
No,
I used to
man.
do it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can teach every day. I can't go and spar every day.
It's tough.
Just your body changes as you age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's I realized that late, but recovery is just as important as training.
Yeah.
And like today, there's so many, things that are introduced to us late down the track, but you got these ice baths now, and we didn't do those. We didn't know any of that stuff before.
Yeah. Do you do them?
Still no.
No. I think the best is in the morning.
Just finding time to do it.
Yeah, that's it. I got an ice machine. Given to me, and I have one at home. But by the time you put the machine on and load it up, you need more ice.
My recovery is the beach. I'll just go swim at the beach.
Yeah, that's right.
Salt water's my recovery.
Yes.
Get some grounding.
Yeah.
Walk on sand, nature. That's my recovery.
Yeah. Even I noticed you surfing too. I like that. You're starting to really catch it. You're getting good.
Well,
it's
I dedicate a lot of time to it.
Yeah.
I wanted to get good at something. I've always done jiu-jitsu only.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, that was my only hobby, and the last couple of years.
And you work.
Yeah, and work, jiu-jitsu, family, looking after kids, and I thought, man, I want to try some different skill.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
So I started getting into that, and it gives me a reason to go and visit places, right? To travel.
Yeah.
Find
build villas.
Find nice waves. Build villas. Find nice beaches and waves and remote islands.
Yeah, that's good, man.
That's my thing.
Yeah, and it makes you happy. Especially,
makes me happy, yeah.
Especially like obviously we were talking before, like going through divorce yourself.
Yeah.
And when you have your kids to deal with as well, and obviously the ex and so on, and all the emotions and that, like it's good to have a bit of something to focus on and get you away from all that.
Yeah, divorce here is quite complicated, eh? It can be very complicated.
A lot of could be a lot of paperwork.
A lot of paperwork, and it's a very biased. That's from my experience. I don't know about other men. Like, I had friends that say the same thing though, but it seems very biased towards the women when you go through a divorce in Western society.
Yeah, it is. And then
men, the law is sort of against you, or the policies are sort of against you.
Anything you do,
Yeah, that's right.
You can't.
You would know.
Oh, of course, man. And that's why, like, I think you just sort of you start to not give anything. Like don't add fuel to the fire. You find a hobby. Like I found jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu was
we don't
my
want to
thing.
clash with it. With the situation. Like we think for the best interest of the kids.
And this is the way I go back to jiu-jitsu. I know it sounds corny, but it's rolling with life.
Yeah.
Like so something comes at you like that, And I think I said to you one time, I said, you're a black belt in jiu-jitsu, man. Like, you'll be fine. Because that's, to me, learning how to roll, I took that sort of meaning behind it and use it for life. It's like and it's very stoic. You sort of take on the storm, the obstacle, and you sort of attacking it, you find a way around it by using its own force, you know.
And at the same time, you also, like, you know, one of the lessons you learn in jiu-jitsu is that every action you make
there you go.
has a reaction.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Has a consequence.
Yeah.
Every action you make in jiu-jitsu has a consequence. Sometimes you got to wait for the other person to make their move, so then you can plan for that move, you know what I mean?
Yep. And it's not the move straight in front too.
Yeah.
Could
You
be the
don't always
legs.
want to go and just jump into it.
Yeah. It could be the legs coming around the back.
Yeah.
You're feeling the legs move and you're like, oh, wait a sec. I'd be aware around
Could
me.
be a trap.
Could be a trap. I've got to think ahead. Because you think ahead, don't you?
That's right.
Think to the next
So you
move.
want to be 3 moves ahead.
Of course, yeah.
There's certain things that you can apply in life, right?
Yeah, that's it.
When I'm doing jiu-jitsu, I want to go for an armbar, but then what if he escapes? Then I could go for something different, like a triangle choke.
Yep.
So you're thinking 3 steps ahead. Hey, wait a minute. What if I apply that in my life? What if I'm 3 steps ahead with everything I do?
That's it. Yeah.
You know, so
That's what I loved about it. That's what I took from it.
there's those little lessons you can learn from jiu-jitsu.
Oh, yeah.
Even from training or competing. See, when we compete, we win a medal, right? There's no money involved in competition. We win a $3 medal from China, right? But that medal means a lot to us,
Yep.
right? Because it's our hard work. But the medal itself, it's not gold, it's not real silver. But the work put behind that competition, 2 months ahead, we'll be fixing our diets, we'll be training 4 days a week, couple of days for recovery. You know, we'll put ourselves at risk knowing that there's no money coming in return.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, you put all that dedication with no guarantee of winning, right? Sometimes you even have to pay for your fees to fly overseas or fly domestic. And you put all that effort in with no guarantee of winning that comp. You apply the same lesson in life where you're going to dedicate something because you have a goal. You got a goal, but there's no guarantee you're going to get it. But you're going to put everything, you know, everything you got into achieving that goal.
That's the journey, isn't it?
And that's one of the lessons you can learn
Yeah.
from competition, right?
Yeah.
Just dedication.
Yeah. And what happens after comp? Do you continue? Like
After comp,
you know,
probably have,
you have a bit of time off, go to the Philippines.
go get a Big Mac.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
stuff you didn't eat while training.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go.
That's good, though.
I'll have a Big Mac and a quarter pounder.
Yeah. Then you get back into it.
And then, you know, you celebrate for a day and then back to it the next day. Same thing with losing, you know, mourn for an hour and then,
Yeah, that's it.
you know,
Keep
wake up
going,
back,
mate.
back to it again.
Yeah.
You can't stay mourning forever because you lost the comp.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's going to lose. There's always going to be someone better than you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And there's always a water fight, isn't there?
Yeah.
Just battles lost, really, won or lost.
But, you know, at the end of the day, you're not really battling with that person, you know, you're battling with your own self. You know, you're testing yourself, you know, if you can handle the adrenaline, the pressures of it, if you can handle the, you know, sometimes you're nervous. Am I going to back out? You know, although you're not getting punched in the comp, it's still, you know, a battle between two men. You know, there's still got to be a winner. So,
Yeah, even after rolling sometimes. When I started, I used to sit in the car, seriously, when that Rouse Hill. I sit there 15 minutes. I couldn't drive, man. When I started,
yeah.
that feeling, you know, like that feeling of, even though I tapped out, it didn't matter. Kept going back. I enjoyed it because it was like I pushed myself.
That's a lesson there itself.
Yeah.
I got tapped out. No problem.
Yeah,
Let's
didn't
do it
bother me,
again.
mate. Yeah, I
We'll keep
loved it,
learning.
mate. Keep going. Got 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the
Keep
thing
going.
I
I want
like.
to keep learning, right?
Yeah, that's right. Keep rolling. And that's what I sort of miss about it. But like you know, being it for kids and stuff, I think it's good for kids. Even a lot of girls do it, I notice.
Yeah. Heaps of girls do it now.
Yeah, I reckon it's good for that self-defense, that confidence, you know. People don't know if you know, you got a misbehaving child
Yeah.
and they're in there and it shows that sort of commitment and they wrestle. It's like it takes that bulliness out of them too, you know.
Gives
like
them
it
social
humbles
skills
them.
as well with the other kids, you know, and then, you know, you're building their confidence because, you know, they're starting to realize they can be physically capable of defending themselves,
Yeah.
right? if you're physically capable of defending yourself, then you're going to be a confident person. You know, you go out there and, you know, have you ever experienced when you're out, like when you didn't know jiu-jitsu before, right? You're out and you're at a bar or something like that.
Yep.
Big intimidating dude comes in and you're like, oh, you know, stay away from this dude. Right? Because you're intimidated by his looks.
Yeah.
But if you know how to fight,
Yeah.
you know jiu-jitsu.
It's calm. You
like,
can't.
oh,
Yeah.
how you going, man?
Yeah. There's no threat.
Nah.
No.
Because you know, yeah,
Yeah.
I can defend myself
Yeah,
from you.
I want
But you have
those.
that confidence.
Yeah.
And they can't talk you down either, right?
Yeah.
Because now you have the confidence to speak. You're verbally confident.
What's the aura? It's that vibe you give. You're not
Yeah.
afraid. You know.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
don't get that afraid.
And people can feel it.
Mm.
You let out that vibe, and people around you can feel that.
Yeah.
You turn out to be a confident person.
It is the confidence, and it's not an attacking sport too. I like it, like the martial arts. It's not like, you know, kickboxing or boxing. You know, you
Yeah.
get boxers that go. And boxing's great too.
Yeah.
But I find it's a very calm and humbled sort of martial arts.
Yeah, like there've been situations where you know I'm not the best driver, so I make some mistakes on the road.
Yeah.
You got road rager coming at me.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Especially in Sydney.
like yeah,
No, it's horrible, dude.
you make a small mistake, you look at the rearview mirror and they'll be like, "Why?"
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
And in Philippines, they don't.
Nah,
No?
because
It's like Thailand,
there.
mate. Everyone's dodging each other. There's this respect.
beeping with each other.
Yeah.
You know, they're beeping
Yeah,
you,
letting you
and all
go
that.
in.
Yeah,
You know, there's no like fingers up,
nah,
nothing.
none of
No,
that stuff.
No.
You know, every now and then something can happen, but it's not as often. It's not as grumpy as the drivers here in Sydney.
Because it's so expensive and they're stuck in traffic.
So yeah, it's like I said, yeah, they'd be going through some, you know, financial stuff because everything's so expensive. So when I let it go, I'm like, oh, I'll just apologize, even if it's, you know, sometimes it's not my fault, sometimes it's their fault.
Yeah.
But I'll just apologize anyway.
Acknowledge.
But it doesn't hurt my ego. You know what I mean? If I avoid a fight, it doesn't really do anything to my ego. I don't walk away feeling, you know, half a man because I didn't, you know, engage in the fight. I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I wish you all the best, man. Find happiness. I
Yeah.
don't want to fight with you.
Yeah. But you reckon jiu-jitsu's done that for you as well? Like helped?
Oh yeah.
Filipinos are very
Yeah.
cool as well. Very calm. But like jiu-jitsu, does that help?
Look, I mean, I started jiu-jitsu because, you know, we were all young and a bit of a troublemaker when I was young. So I wanted to learn some fighting form. And then, you know, I saw UFC 1 with Hoist Gracie in there. Oh man, I want to learn this jiu-jitsu so I can fight well. But the more you learn how to fight, like the more I learned jiu-jitsu, the less I wanted to get into fights outside. You know what?
That's the beauty
like
of
what
it,
for? Like, well,
That's what I love about it.
and like these days, man, like you don't really want to get into a fight because one wrong action you make can change the entire course of your life. You know what I mean? And right now, guys like us that we went through with the divorce and then finally recovered. Man, you don't want to change the course of your life to something bad.
No, man.
So I'm just avoid fights at all costs.
Yeah.
You know, be a happy person.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Yeah.
Hey, don't let people bully you, but you know, you just don't want to get into physical altercation these days too.
Because that is another stoic thing. It's how you react. That's
Yeah.
what causes your path. Like if you can just stay and take it on, like you said, you know, don't get into fights, don't, you know, fall for all the other people's bullcrap, really, you know.
Well, that's something that jiu-jitsu builds as well, right? Your control for your emotions.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you can't control your emotions, everyone can control you,
Yeah.
right? So I think that's really important. You know, see a lot of people get carried away by their own emotions, and you know, then they react a certain way. The next thing you know, they're in trouble. You see that all the time.
Yeah. And that's where like going through like with divorce as well, when it comes to the kids, you know.
Yeah.
That's one thing I realise, you know, you don't talk bad, you just sort of let it go. And I learned a lot about my emotions, you know?
Yeah.
And knowing about kids, like they're resilient, you know, they'll be right, they're resilient. Then you start to go, okay, I got to be resilient. You know, like you went to the Philippines, I joined you on the mats, you know, but you find another path to control that.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of people should find something, you know. People sit at home and overweight, paying their mortgages,
Yeah.
caught in traffic. But what are they doing? They're not doing
There's
anything.
always a way around things, you know. And yeah, like we were talking about earlier, we get friends call us sometimes asking for divorce advice.
Oh yeah, you're a
How they're
master
gonna how they're gonna get through it. And there's always a way.
Yeah.
You can't let the system bring you down. You know?
No.
Way I see it, if you can breathe, you've got a roof over your head, and you've got a chance in life. Just don't go to jail. Don't do anything stupid while you're going through it.
And be grateful, man.
Be grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
If you're not getting hungry, then you're still living, man.
Yeah. That's right. you set the path.
Yeah.
And like, how did you start Alpha? Obviously, when you what made you from your black belt? Did you just go, okay, I'll start?
I actually started when I was a purple belt.
Really?
I started at the gym, yeah.
So you always okay.
So
business minded.
I was a skinny purple belt. No one else was doing jiu-jitsu. There's no jiu-jitsu gyms around Sydney.
Yeah.
And I actually used to work for a bedding company. I don't know if you've heard of the Sleeping Giant.
Yeah, I have.
The Sleeping Giant, yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to work for them as what's the position called?
What, a sales?
It's like a traveling manager.
Okay.
So a manager, because they only had 2 staff in each store. So if the manager took a day off, I would have to travel there and, you know, be the manager for the day.
Yeah.
So I'd just move around stores. And I was training back then, but I really wanted to open up a gym. So I started off at Fight Right Gym.
Never
You know
heard of
Fight
that.
Right Gym in Blacktown?
No.
So I started off there. I was renting, you know, per hour. It never grew. I stayed there for 2 years, but, you know, we had 7 students at the most.
Okay.
It was a kickboxing gym.
Yep.
And then one day, you know, I knew I had to do something bigger. And I can't stay there for long. I gave it 2 years and it wasn't moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I took a sickie off work. I just didn't feel like working. You know what I mean? And I drove around Blacktown, drove around the gym. And then I saw a place that was for lease. This was on Sunny Holt Road. And it wasn't even like an official real estate agent number, you know, advertiser. It's just, you know, handwritten with paint.
Private.
Yeah, private. I said, man, I got to give that place a call, see if it's for lease. I gave it a call, and he said it's good to go. He goes, do you want it? Because it's first come, first serve. I said, well, let's check it out. So I met the guy the next day. I saw the place, probably about 110 square meters all up in space. And it's all right, I'll take it.
Nice.
In my head, I didn't have the money to pay for it yet. So I said, I'll give you the payment and everything in the next couple of days. So in that 2 days, I had to find people I could borrow money from. I had to buy mats. I had to buy, you know, a reception desk. I had to buy a computer. And I wasn't earning that much too back then, you know. Like wages back then, 20 years ago, was pretty small.
Mate. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't going to get that much as a sales, you know, betting manager.
Yeah. Took a gamble.
I took a big gamble. And in my head, I was like, well, and I had to pay security bond too, like 3 months rent.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the guy wanted. In my head, man, if all things fail, that's it. But at least I've got nothing to lose. Just pretty much that. Took a gamble. And 3 months later, we had 27 students. Wow. And then within a year, we filled it up. We filled it up with like 110 students.
Awesome, man.
You know, it was such a
Where
good
was
location.
that?
It was on the corner of Vardy's Road and Sunny Holt Road.
It. Okay. Yeah, okay.
So what I did was, you know, back then social media wasn't a thing. It was signages and handing out flyers.
Would you like on the side of the road?
You were like, yeah. Well, I put a couple of signs there.
Yeah.
I got it printed on a cardboard, and then on the building itself, I put a massive sign. It says Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We had people coming in. 2 years down, probably around 2 years later, we couldn't cater for the students anymore because there was that much students. And then we found the place at Blacktown.
Yeah.
The 2-story building.
Yeah, awesome, man.
And that was that. That's all I ever did from that point.
So you had a few more.
Yeah, I opened up a few more gyms after that. And then my divorce happened. So a couple of
revamped.
Some of my businesses went, I was left with one gym.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah.
So we're back to square one.
It was good. Everyone went back to home.
Everyone went back.
It was amazing, mate. Yeah, the loyalty there, man.
The amount of support
Mate.
that I got from the students, you know,
Yeah, brilliant, man.
like people came when you needed them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It was really good, man. Even Professor Mark, mate.
Oh yeah,
Good man. Little Nicky.
he's a brother to me.
Oh, he's the best, man. He's the best, dude.
He never left me behind during
Right.
those bad times. And everyone was back to base
Yeah.
and feels home again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I pretty much lost everything except for that gym.
That was the brotherhood. That's what sort of I just remember you coming in, you sort of were there, but Mark, help was there and Nicky and stuff, and then it was like,
Well, it's not really about locations, we said, it's about the people.
took me 6 months to get there.
Yeah.
And my kids, but it was longer, but it is. It wasn't the
It was
distance. You had people coming from the hills area still.
We have someone coming from, his name is Brent,
Yeah.
comes from all the way from like somewhere close to Canberra.
Really?
He used to drive to us like, twice a week.
Eddie, I noticed with martial arts, especially jiu-jitsu, Eddie's who the black belt is, that the guys that you look up to, the coaches, that's what it is. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's
Well, you get to that position, right, where like when I was coaching, it all just, I started realizing that this as I was coaching, that you're not just a coach. People start to look at you as something else because you're in that position. So they look at you as a mentor, even though you were never trained to mentor anyone, or you were never trained to life coach someone. But because you're in that position, people just automatically think that you have superpowers.
It is, man. It's
right?
a professor. It's the professor name. But it is.
And so you find ways to, like you got to take that position seriously because people look up to you, and whatever you do and however you act, however you present yourself, people will follow that same thing. So if you're a bad example, then people are going to follow it. And because you're in that position, you feel the responsibility for your students as well. So if someone's going through something bad, they ask you for advice, you just give them what you can with your life experience.
Yeah.
And they listen.
Yeah.
And if you give something that they shouldn't follow, then they'll probably follow it anyway.
Yeah, that's right. And then you turn to a bad gym like
That's
Cobra
right.
Kai. Seriously, like it is. It is like that. It becomes this sort of like a temple sort of a thing. You know what I mean? It's like a faith. It becomes a belief. I've found. Yeah.
And it's not just me nowadays because the gym's grown so much. We've got so many students there. But as you know, the people there, it's multicultural. People come from different backgrounds. People come from different religions, different professions. People can be rich, poor, it doesn't really matter. But once you're on the mats, you're equal.
That's what I love.
But you can, there are students there that come in, they might be silent, but they might be silently also admiring someone. And so the way our students act in front of those other students is really important as well.
Yeah.
The way they conduct themselves, because you never know if you're actually an inspiration to another student who's just come in.
Yeah. You don't know what they're going through as well.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of guys, they say they're quiet. But what I found when you do roll with them, I like to talk a bit.
Yeah.
There's guys be serious. I was connected. It was like to me, it was a dance. I mean, it was like, okay, let's roll. But everyone's different in their way of thinking and moving. And I found that when you finished, your 3 minutes, it was quite nice. You get to understand the person more.
Well, you meet people there from, people that you would have never met unless you've gone into the jiu-jitsu gym, right? Or people that you'll just not come across with, because you guys all come from different, different kind of lives.
Especially Blacktown too, a lot of culture.
Yeah. We've had, Jewish and Muslim there roll together with no troubles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Police, criminals.
Indians and Chinese, police and criminals.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Police and criminals,
Ex-criminals.
Yeah, ex-criminals.
Not current criminals.
Not current, no.
But, we've got cops there that, they don't have any problem with rolling with someone who's done something in the past. It's the past, it's the past.
Yeah, I stir them up. I know which ones. Come on.
So, it's a place of no judgment.
Yeah, it is.
Place of no judgment. Everyone comes in. Everyone's equal. Everyone rolls together. And then, sometimes you'll find these people, they're all sitting in the same table eating dinner together because we do that stuff with the team.
That's nice. And with the like going back to children too, how do you think the young generation, like, with computer games and this AI coming in, like, do you reckon this is important, right, to get out there and be part of something as well?
I think technology is good. Like, all these
What allows this?
these advances are great as long as it's not abused. But AI can get scary too, man. I've seen some of the videos that look real.
It's
The
crazy,
AI
mate.
videos
Yeah,
and all that.
you don't know what is real.
Yeah.
Anymore, you know.
This generation is really into their technology.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, as long as it's not abused, but you see a lot of people just
Glued to
locked
it,
into the screen these days. It wasn't like before. We'd look for activities to do.
Oh, this is and then they're not doing it much now. That's why I think it is important to do sports and martial
arts, water activities.
Yeah.
Be out in nature.
And you do that a lot with your kids, I noticed.
I do, yeah.
You took your kids to the Philippines.
I did.
Was it two? How many you took?
I took 2.
Yeah. The oldest.
Expensive to bring 4 all
Yeah.
at once. Plus, they probably enjoy, 2 at a time. I could focus on the 2 to have fun.
Yeah, they like it?
They love Philippines.
Yeah, man.
Lifestyle's just completely different.
Where'd you go on some raft or something? Or some boat?
Yeah, we went on a boat. We went on like a speedboat.
Yeah.
Did a lot of diving,
Yeah.
snorkeling. Done some fireworks during the New Year's because we can.
Yeah.
They loved it. Just said it's really different. Everyone's so friendly. Like wherever we go, people greet us, and
so they notice it.
Yeah, so that's
no one greets anyone around here.
Yeah, it's hard,
It is, mate. You got office blocks, everyone on their phone. No one talks. This is again like I like doing this.
Yeah.
This is my mats, by the way.
Yeah.
Welcome to my gym.
Here, it feels a bit weird when you approach someone here just to make a conversation.
Yeah, I do.
Because I don't know, maybe they'll think you're a creep or something like that. So you just don't do it here.
Yeah, everyone's that's it. They stick to themselves.
I mean, like you've got the Aussies that go, "Hey, how you going, mate?" Yeah, that's still good.
Yeah,
that's cool. But for a majority of the people come across, no one just kind of stick to yourself.
Yeah, and that's what Well, I think that sort of human connection is lost. That's why I think that's why I like sports and stuff and getting out.
Everything is a swipe away these days.
It is, man. And
even dating, right?
Oh, it is. Yeah,
you don't need to date in person; just swipe it.
It became like I said this before. It became a chat line.
Yeah,
and you swipe in, and it's just a fish market, really. That punt, but it is just like a market. And I'm the same. Yeah. And you feel like, damn, I didn't match with that one. Or you feel rejected, right? But you
on the phone. The phone's
on
rejecting
the phone.
You.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a personal rejection.
No. It's just let me meet with you and I'll get you, Don't just judge us by the phone, But yeah, I just think that's a little bit lost. But, like I said, like we've said, even divorce, I think even happens in marriages too.
It's just the system, the system we have. You go to work, you go 9 to 5, and then because everything's expensive, and then what do you do after that? You don't even want to go out for a beer. I think they just raised taxes again.
Did they?
For alcohol, yeah.
Really?
So now that alcohol tax gone, so they can't even do anything fun anymore because it's too expensive.
See, but okay, so I remember talking to you after the COVID.
Yeah.
We all came back. That was suspense time. I remember we had a little talk about the government, a little chit chat, and it was like, yeah, it is very controlled here. And there's like even the labour force is getting sort of controlled now. So it's this sort of communist way.
All your income's digital now. They got control over it. Yeah. Everything is controlled.
Inheritance tax coming.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So this is it. Like, where are we heading?
So if I've got my grandmother giving me some inheritance, they're going to tax it too.
Just about half, I think. Yeah. Seriously.
40% tax.
Probably, is it? On top of that?
Probably something like that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So you get nothing. So this is the way, yeah. So this is like, is it getting bad? I said
it's just tax on everything.
It is tax.
It's tax on existing.
Yeah. Breathing the air.
You breathe Australian air, got to pay your taxes.
Yeah. And this is why you set up in the Philippines. I might be coming with you. I might come with Nick.
You're more than welcome.
Actually, when you build the villa.
Well, put it this way, right? I get back here from the Philippines. So I get out of the plane. As soon as I go get a coffee, it's $7. $7.50 at the airport.
$7.50.
$7.50 at the airport for a coffee. And I go pick up my car from Park and Fly. Yep. I already paid another $250 for that.
Yeah.
Just to park my car.
Yep.
I hit the tolls.
There we go, yeah.
How many tolls I got to hit?
$15-$20 later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how many tolls is that from the
It's
airport
like
back,
15
back to our area?
Yeah, a lot.
Right?
Mm.
Plus your petrol.
Yep.
So before I even get home, I'm already down close to $100. That's $100. In Philippines, I think that's 3,800 pesos.
Yeah.
You know how much I pay for a meal in Philippines?
$6, $8, $12.
So going home from the airport from here to home, close to $100.
Yep.
Equivalent to 3,600 or 3,800 pesos. I pay 200 pesos for a meal in Philippines. Like a full meal.
What's that?
With rice, some
Yeah.
meat, maybe a fish,
Yep, and a drink.
and a soft drink.
Yeah. And what's that, $10, $8? That's like Thailand.
200?
What's that come to?
That's about $4.
Yeah, $4, man. It's ridiculous,
$4.
isn't it? I'm taking me. That's why we can't wait to go to Thailand. That's what I was telling you. Yeah, mate. Thailand, you can. I went with my mate, and we eat like kings at breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Pad Thai for breakfast. We had shots of,
I had 3 lobsters on my plate in the island. I spent $9 for it.
That's ridiculous, man.
Lobsters I was caught right in the front.
That's the life.
And they buttered it too.
Yeah.
Buttered and garlic.
No way.
Buttered and
Probably
garlic,
proper butter
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. We get jibbed, don't we? We get jibbed here. Damn, what do we do,
They got
Chris?
inheritance tax.
Yeah, what do we do? What do we do? That's it. Set up over there. So your villa.
What do you do? You got to escape. You need an escape
You
plan.
You do need an escape.
Because what do you do, right? If you were, young dude trying to work your way up on average wage,
You can't survive here.
you know, 24 years old, you want to get married, how are you going to do it?
Not now.
On the wages now?
Yeah, no, you can't. It's impossible.
Like house rent now is what? Minimum $650 a week?
Yeah,
What's average wage?
yeah,
1,100 a week?
yeah. It's nothing, mate. It doesn't pay it. That's right. It
So
doesn't.
you pay for your house 650. How much you got left? You still got your groceries and your petrol.
And you got kids. School,
You've got kids.
So on. They're growing. Yeah, it's impossible. You need 2 wages.
And you have wants. You want some stuff too.
Yeah.
Not just necessities.
You want to live a bit.
Yeah.
But that's why you need 2 wages. That's why a lot of kids are going to daycares now. They've been brought up by the system, not by the parents.
Yeah. So who's raising the kids?
Well, they can't. They can't afford. Need 2 wages.
And then, what happens to the relationship of the parents?
Breakdown.
Because they're always away from each other.
That's it, man. It's a system.
They see each other at night. Why isn't that good for the system? System
Yeah.
loves it.
The system, of course, it loves it.
Oh.
Let's bury them more.
A
Bury 'em
broken
more.
family is the best way to control the
right.
system, right?
Yeah.
The whole entire society.
And then, because then that's the counselling for the kids and the
Yeah.
medication. And then they think they got problems. and so on.
Pharmaceuticals are happy.
Yeah.
But my kids went there. They were just happy the whole time.
Yeah. That's it. That's what it is. And when you
Like
tell
we experience it as adults. We go overseas and we're,
Yeah.
well, no, I don't really have depression.
yeah.
I have a problem with my location.
It's true, man. You're going to feel it. Yeah, I can't wait to take him, man.
Right?
Yeah, it is that. And you come back and you're grateful what you have because you see them over there what they don't have
Yeah.
and they're so happy.
But you got to see that world, right? And a lot of people here have never been overseas. They've never seen a different way of life. And I see that all the time with backpackers because there's a lot of backpackers in Philippines.
Yep.
And like it's just so different. The culture's so different.
They're free.
Like
How the
know,
backpackers, they're just free people.
they're just,
I've never done backpacking, man.
very free, almost like hippie kind. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
But they're
cool.
free.
Yeah.
They're free. They don't have, they probably sold something overseas, they sold their car, and they just go, you know what, I'm just going to travel.
No
So they're dreading
responsibilities.
going back, right? Because
it's back to the system.
it's back to the system.
to the
Now I've got to
bubble, right?
work 9 to 5, do groceries, These
See-
days, you'd be lucky if you can get steaks 3 days a week.
Yeah. If it's not like, what is it, pumped with that Bavaria? Is it called?
Or steak glue.
Is that what it
They
is?
glue it. They glue it
glue
up
it.
now, right?
So this
If
is
you're not earning that much, you'll be eating sausages all week.
This is, well, I'm a celiac. It's expensive to eat fresh
yeah.
and gluten and free and all that sort of stuff.
And none of the stuff we eat is fresh.
Yeah.
Even the fruits.
Now they're
Like the
not.
fruits you get from, I think they're frozen,
They
right?
are, they're bruised, mate.
Yeah.
They go off, yeah. Coles and Woolies.
Like,
and
look
stuff.
how perfect the lemons are.
Yeah, yeah. And the chickens.
Yeah. They're so perfect. They're so yellow. There's no black dots on them. You taste it. It's bitter. You get
Yeah.
lemons from a proper lemon tree. It's not perfect, but it's nice.
Yeah. See, this goes. We can go into heaps of stuff here. This is why like health-wise, the food and stuff, and allergies and cancers, and people are getting sick. Kids are getting, you know, all the heavy wheat and stuff they eat. They're deprived. They're tired, man.
Your fans are gonna think we're conspiracy theorists.
Oh yeah, no, never. Nothing. No. How dare we? That word, man. I got called that over COVID.
Same here.
So it's funny, and I still cop it sometimes. I'm like, but look what's happened.
Yeah.
Do I have to, explain it? But I think this is the end of this sort of AI coming in, and the collapse of an empire. Like America's pretty screwed at the moment, even though Trump's in. There's a lot of stuff he's still got to fight. You know, he's got the World Economic
Everything
Forum.
starts from there.
Yeah, it does. Right. We follow. So it's like the old school mentality. You know, I talked to you before about baby boomers working, work. It's great.
Yeah.
You can say this. How old are you again?
I'm 42.
42. Okay, similar age. Yeah. So
maybe you can cut that part on your thing.
He's 26. 26? 26?
I'm 18 at heart.
Look at the tan though. He's a Filipino. They don't age, mate. They don't age. That sort of mentality, like work. You can say this. I feel like I can sort of now sort of say, I can relax a little bit and go, okay, But it's the younger generation that I find they've got this mentality, but they haven't done it. Yeah. They're still at home with their parents. They're behind their phones and stuff, like they haven't. It's good to have that work ethic and work and get in the rat race a bit. Yeah. Right. You need to work, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We need to get money in, but don't be a slave to it too much,
Well, I think you got to find that phase where you're going to go, all right, I'm going to work my ass off for this amount of time. Yeah. But I need an escape from this. Yeah. I can't live like this forever. I can't be 50 and I'm still at a factory lifting boxes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because there's only so much my body can do at that age. Yep. And that's why I kind of look back to Philippines, right? Because life is more simple, especially if you go to the island. Like everything we were eating was organic.
I saw all the stuff, man. It made me hungry.
Like it was like this, right? So the locals there, they're like, "Oh, Chris, we're gonna prepare some chicken for you, for tonight for dinner." I said, "Oh, amazing! All right." So we went out, everyone went surfing. Then nighttime came. I think it was about 6. Sun was still up, and I told her, "Oh, so what time are we eating? Just so I know, know what time to shower and get ready." Because we got to wait for the dark. I said, "Why?" Oh, because we still got to catch the chicken.
I was gonna say that. Yeah,
they got to wait for the chicken
fresh,
to sit on a tree.
Wow, that fresh.
And then they're gonna dinner. Yeah. I was like, man, how healthy is that? Yeah, everything's organic, and the lobsters came from the front. If you want to buy fish, you just wait for the local kid, with the basket and bring fish to you. They're still flapping.
So that's fresh, man. You can't get that, can you? Far out.
We have so many amazing things here.
We do, but we're lazy, man. Like we're so busy.
I don't think it's like we're just so busy.
Yeah, we're so busy. Like the last thing I want to do, because you're doing you're working and stuff and dealing with taking the kids to sports and everything. Yeah,
you got to do all that stuff.
Well, you do that.
You got to do whatever the society tells you to do. Sports and
responsibilities and stuff. So your sort of diet does get pushed back a bit, and you have your cheat meals, and you drive around. The only takeaway stuff is Macca's and KFC. And I hate it. Being a celiac, there's nothing I can really eat.
If you're hungry and there's nothing else to eat, then you're gonna end up at Macca's.
Well, that's it. You have a cheat meal,
and you need to be at a certain place at a certain time.
You drive in, you're eating your chips. I had Frangos the other. I had a cheat, and they put the chili sauce and the mayonnaise on the Frangos. Yeah. Man, I didn't even get home. I was just scoffing the chips. They're so addictive that's it's not good. Yeah, it's not good. That's all there was in the
Plus, their chicken's been fed a lot of antibiotics and all that stuff, feeds and all that stuff too. Yeah. I don't know. This is probably another conspiracy theory.
No, it's coming in now.
You know how they get big?
Yeah, they get pumped.
That's probably why all the kids are getting big now too.
Yes, this is the joke.
Like everyone's tall.
It's pumping the chicken, and they're all at KFC having the hormones pumped.
And everything we eat, all the meats, all that stuff, they all got those growth hormones or something, right?
Yeah, and they hide them into different names. You never know.
And then when we eat them, then that goes back into our bodies.
It's the cow. There's is it Jacko? Is it Jacko? He doesn't eat chicken. He says a lazy bird.
Right.
And it's true. He's the most laziest bird ever. Doesn't do anything. I'm like, okay, so he doesn't eat chicken. Yeah. You could do that. But see, this is why I like going to those countries and seeing what they do without
Yeah.
any of this new world stuff. Like that makes you, I don't know, wakes you up. Like I can't wait to get back to those, the third world countries, whatever they call it. Like they're
Yeah.
the places I like to go on
It's
holidays.
not, you know what, for me, I don't think it's third world, and the country's not poor.
No.
It's just exploited. That's what it is.
Yeah. Taken
You know?
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Politicians, man. Greedy
Yeah.
politicians. So, opportunities are, taken because greedy politicians have just messed up the country, but the country itself, it's full of, extract any minerals from there. Okay?
And the people were happy, just living basic lives.
Yeah.
So this is what I was saying before. My grandparents came out to this country. Australia was 200 years old over propaganda, or the Europeans came out.
Yeah.
To set up the new world, but us as grandkids, it's funny how we want to get out now. Escape
I still
that.
like this place, man. This is still my second home. That's the thing. But it's just the systems.
Yeah.
The system makes you a slave. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
There's so many great things here, mate. Got Medicare, all that stuff.
Yeah. And good beaches.
Good beaches, good, bush and nature.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who can enjoy it? Yeah, you want to go to let's say you want to do some trail hiking or something like that up in Hawkesbury or something like that.
Yep.
You got to pay for tolls, for parking, for petrol. You know what I mean?
Well, I live out there. Come stay with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's right. Yeah, you do. You got to get out there.
While you have all these kids to feed, so who can enjoy it? No one can enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why people got to wake up a bit. But we still got to work, don't we? Unfortunately.
And no one really protests about taxes here.
No. We just cop it.
Yeah. Tax this, tax that. People will rant on social media. That doesn't do anything.
No.
So
how can you avoid tax? Saudi Arabia?
bring your money overseas.
Invest in Saudi Arabia.
Bring whatever you have left. Bring
Yeah.
it somewhere where your currency is strong.
Yeah, there you go.
A lot of expats do it.
Yeah.
Like that's why there's expats overseas, right? Because they figured it out. They stay in America or Australia. Heaps of Australians in Philippines.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of older dudes though. I think they're living on their pension.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame them for doing that. So what are you, with your villa and that, are you trying to set up legends in the Philippines or what, mate?
Well, we call the Villa Legends. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Legends Lifestyle Villas.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So how many villas?
So we've
What
got
are
a
we doing?
surfboard on the logo.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick, man. So you got a team over there, or is it just you? Or you?
No,
you-
we've got a team
Yeah.
working there. Not in jiu-jitsu, but more for
Yeah.
for the touring and all that stuff.
So okay, so the idea is you'll just bring people. You'll be like a villas to stay over.
Yeah, the idea is to set up jiu-jitsu camps, and well, the way we advertise is jiu-jitsu X lifestyle camps,
Nice.
right? So you get to experience, island trips and snorkeling and diving,
Man.
jump in the waterfalls,
This is brilliant, Chris.
surf.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know how to surf, we've got instructors there
That's
teaching,
sick, dude.
and it's cheap.
Yeah.
Like we provide a cheap holiday destination overseas.
This is the best, man. I'm coming.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, I'm there. Nick, we're going? Yeah, 100%. We'll bring the cameras too, man. We'll
I've
do
got the
stuff.
villas waiting for you.
Yeah,
guys.
man. I'm
I
there,
won't
mate.
even charge you.
Oh, stop it. I'll do the fishing for you.
Yeah. Oh, fishing is great.
Yeah.
Bull marlin, you can catch bull
Really?
marlin.
Mate, I think you're going to...
Tuna.
Really?
Yeah, we'll sashimi it at night.
I need a passport then. I need a Filipino passport.
It'll be a passport, bro, next thing you know.
No, yeah, serious. So that's a good idea. Like, that is brilliant. And you know how it's funny how, like, well, by you, okay, going for a divorce and having doing your thing, look what you're creating. Another. Look what you're doing.
What's that saying?
Yeah,
One
but-
door closes, another one
Yeah,
opens.
mate. That's right.
So
You're like leaving a good legacy behind,
I just didn't want to stop, man. I thought, you know what, we've got to keep moving forward.
You didn't suffer.
I need some achievement. I need to achieve something.
Yeah.
You
You didn't feel sorry
like I
for
said, I'm
yourself.
42 now. I've got another good 20 years to,
Yeah.
to be effective and do
Yeah.
something. And then I'm old.
Yeah.
And then I'm a grandpa.
You have that
then.
little grey Filipino.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was thinking, man, like this last 20 years, I want to make the most out of it.
Yeah.
I want to live it.
Mm.
And everything else, I guess after you lose everything, you realize, there's much more important things than material things.
Yep.
Because you come from there too.
Yeah.
And, we're sort of programmed to think that, you know, you get married, you get a mortgage, you buy a house. That's your material thing already, right? The house. You get nice cars, you get a good job. But the foundation's it's
Gets
not
lost.
really a foundation.
Gets
you know?
lost, man.
Yeah. But memories and experiences, man, like life goes really quick.
Dude, I say I love it. That's what I tell people. It is. I'd rather spend my money on memories for my kids.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't buy them gadgets, whatever. If you can,
Because they forget about the gadget you
They
bought
don't
them.
care, man. They get over stuff. Skateboards, bikes, soccer goals. Like they get over stuff.
When we pass, what are they going to remember? Oh, you remember when Dad used to take us fishing? Do you remember that? You remember when we fell off the boat? You know?
Yeah,
How
well,
funny was that?
Yeah, these villas, mate. We were doing these the villa setup.
Well, that's what I want to do. I wanted the kids to keep going
Oh,
back
they
and
will,
forth.
mate. They will.
I got my kids dual citizenship too.
Yeah, that's the
Man,
best.
thing I did.
Best.
Because now they get take advantage of both.
Yeah, it's the best, man. You're leading by example, like you say on the mats. You know what you do on the mats, what you've done on the mats, and then you pay. You know, you've got the team there doing that, and then you do the next stage. And that's a Bruce Lee thing, isn't it? About life's plateaus, isn't it? Like you got to keep raising the levels, mate. A man needs to keep raising the bar, and that's what you do, mate. You know, people just sit and they wonder why. But like you're a great example to it by just, you know, sunny hot roads, start taking the risk. Your jiu-jitsu, you know, and then you got you've gone for divorce, and then you're setting up again. You're setting your next thing.
You can't give yourself time to self-pity. If you know what I mean.
Man.
If you start sitting around and do nothing, then your brain's gonna start playing with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you know you need movement.
Yep. I'll tell you what. Even with my neck, right, it's knocked me about. I'll get better. It's gonna take time, like a year, 2 years time.
Yeah.
It's teaching me patience, man.
But you're still here.
I'm here, mate.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
not
doing
gonna,
something with
I'm
your
not going to
life.
stop. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to stop. But physically, I do miss weights, even swimming. You know, obviously doing jiu-jitsu, rolling. I miss that, and I feel sorry for the people who don't have something to get up to. They get up, they go to their car, they do the same thing every day. They go to work and they go home. You know, I pity that. You know, because it's like, dude, like you have an opportunity to experience life and you know and build that good energy around you, which makes you happy, man. Like I got down with this. I missed that pump.
Because those kind of people just never met the right people. That's another.
They're just
thing
hanging
too.
around the wrong people.
Yeah.
Show me your friends, show me your future. They say. Yeah.
So you know, they meet the right people that's gonna take them out and show them life. Then they probably start. Oh, hold on, I'm just doing work.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't want to meet the right people because it reminds them of how soft they are as well. You know, like it's very hard. It's hard to aim for that storm, isn't it? I had the priest on the other time. Subdeacon said, was it narrow? Yeah, the path to heaven is a narrow road. You know.
Yeah.
It's not easy. You know, we can make it easy.
And every man's built different as well. You know.
Yep.
You know, I've seen that. You know, some men are just stronger in the head. Some people aren't. Can you train it? Can you change it? You know, it really depends on the person, you know, their will to change. But, you know, people are built differently.
Yeah.
And, it's a shame. Some people just won't make a way or learn how to be more mentally strong.
And jiu-jitsu will do that. So come to legends, right?
For the most part, jiu-jitsu will. Some people don't change.
No, they don't. They don't. Yeah. So where is the new gym? Is it the same place? Because I haven't been there.
No, we moved.
How far? Whereabouts?
Probably 3 minutes down the road.
Okay.
You know, much bigger warehouse.
Yeah. I see the setup looks great.
You know, had a lot of students help out in setting it up. You know, got a lot of networking, right?
That's the
You know,
best.
a lot of students that know trades.
Of course.
You know, we had one guy, Jake. Thanks, Jake.
Yeah. Call out to Jake. Well done, Jake.
He did
Well done,
most of the work at the gym.
Really? What does
he
he do
just-
for work?
He's got his own construction business.
Okay.
Concreting business.
Yeah.
But he knows how to use the tools. And
That's excellent, man.
told me to go grab one of those compressors with a spray gun.
Yeah.
Sprayed the whole place. You know, made it look nice.
Yeah, nice. I ought to come check
Did
it
a
out.
lot of work there. You know.
And you said, like, so that's a branding. I remember chatting to you. That's
That's the rebrand. So the old brand is with my ex-wife now.
Yep.
You know, good luck to her and
that's right.
all the best. Hope she becomes successful with what she does.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, it's gonna go to my kids too. So
Of course, man. So that's excellent. You know. And how are the kids good?
Yeah, kids are good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like finally, me and their mum has become a bit more friendly now.
Yep.
Time heals everything.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes both to do that too.
And then they were biologically connected together anyway because of our children. So
yeah,
I tell her, man,
that's it.
keep growing your business. Hopefully, you get big and
Yeah.
build something for my children.
Yeah, that's right. And then get taxed half that. Or was it inheritance tax and then taxed? Good, man.
The taxes.
So
man.
when is this villa? When's it going to start? What's a date? I want to start planning this holiday, Nick. I'm serious, man.
So it should be ready, but because we're planning our next retreat, Jiu-Jitsu camp in September. So we've just installed all the fences, and I've got one villa set up already, building another 4.
Yeah, okay. What are they going to be? Separate rooms or bunks? What are we talking? Like you're going to
like
get up, splash water.
It's like a loft type villa, right? So
Okay.
you get into the room, and there's a little staircase, and a queen bed on top.
Oh, that's sick.
Double bunk at the bottom.
I got the queen bed.
So a little kitchenette.
Really?
Yeah. Got microwave, bathroom, aircon. And then you slide the window, you can see the beach.
Yeah, man. Oh,
you could actually see the lineup of where people are surfing. You see the waves. Waves are good. Yeah, I'm coming out.
That's excellent.
If not, go back to sleep. You can actually leave the window open, let the breeze come through.
Oh, that's the best. All right. I'm going to be... Oh, well, I got to get my neck back, okay? But don't tell my mum if I do jiu-jitsu. Okay?
But it's not just for jiu-jitsu people.
Yeah. No, I'm going to go,
Everyone.
Yeah. Bit of surfing too.
Well, you guys are content creators. Let's create a content.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun, Nick. That's our next one, okay? September.
Do the podcast there in front of the beach.
We will, yeah. Well, that's what we're going to Thailand, and we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna see what comes of it, mate.
I checked the tickets return to Philippines a couple of days ago. So you book it 3 months before. You're looking at $480.
Return. That's cheap.
Yeah.
How far is it? What,
7.5 hours.
7 hours. Okay, of course. Yeah.
A couple of movies.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, mate. I like it. I like getting on the plane.
Yeah.
That's when the phone goes off. That's it.
So $480 return.
Yeah, that's nothing, man.
You'll save more money while you're there than here.
Yeah. It could. Yeah, that's right. For a week, you could spend, $2 to $3 grand, really. Depends what you do.
How much you spend here a day minimum?
Yeah.
With your kids, probably 150.
Yeah.
Yeah. 150 a day.
Mm. Yeah, I say when I don't have them for a week, I still pay, but
Yeah.
my fridge is like empty. I just scavenge all the leftovers.
Yeah.
I don't like wasting food. And then when they move in, I fill the fridge up on a Friday.
School.
Yeah, I'm old school, man. I have toast for dinner or cereal, I'm not fast food. After jiu-jitsu, that's what I used to do sometimes. Yeah, that pain. The showers. Nah, good, man. All right, Chris, thanks so much for coming in, mate.
No, I appreciate it.
Seriously, man.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's really nice talking
since
to
I
you.
last saw you too.
Yeah, well, it was end of last year. I came back. I just popped in. I said just pop in where you can, And I went from 2 weeks to a month because I just couldn't even pull the guys. My bicep was dropping off.
Yeah.
I know I sound like a pansy, but I don't know. I want to roll
You'll
again.
get there.
I want to roll again, but
Time heals all wounds.
yeah, man. Yeah, so I think so. Thank you so much.
No, I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
man.
I always keep in touch with you, mate.
Amazing setup.
Yeah, it's good. He's done well.
Congrats.
And like I said,
I've known you. Actually, when you entered the gym, you were going through your stuff.
Of course, that's why I started. It was
We went through COVID together.
Yep. And your divorce change. I was always in the background.
Yeah.
Like I was always there. I think I rolled you once actually.
Once or twice.
I've had the honor. Yeah, but you're not. Yeah, it's funny. Like this is the thing when you're black belters, people want to roll you. They want to take you on. It must be deep down.
Yeah.
Like nothing's
All the
better
time,
getting a black belt. Chris Sales tap him out.
As they get better, they want to test themselves against you. But while they're not better yet, they want the honor of
It is.
They want the black belt to see how they're going.
Yeah. It's
Right,
an honor. Mark was tough too. Mark's heavy.
Heavyweight.
He gets
strong.
on you on his knee, and I couldn't even move.
Super strong guy.
Yeah.
But we've got heaps of that now.
Yes.
Heaps of strong dudes.
Yeah.
I can't win against these guys anymore.
Yes. So really.
Yeah.
They're big boys, aren't they?
They're big boys and they're athletic. They're but that's happiness for me.
I noticed that as towards I noticed the new ones coming in. They're big. I don't know if it's getting older. getting softer. I don't know.
Getting older.
Is it?
Yeah.
But I still feel 20s, mate. I do. The body
I
doesn't.
feel the same way. The body just doesn't
body
react with
doesn't,
the, you know, at the same time my brain's thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why you're doing surfing.
My
and
brain wants to do one thing, my body's not doing it.
stuff. Yeah, that's what this, yeah. Imagine this. I want
Ocean's good, man. Like the ocean, do some swimming or surfing or something like that.
That's where I'm going to end up moving. My next place will be near the ocean somewhere.
Sydney?
Well, it's too expensive. Where would we go? Further up? Philippines, mate?
Go overseas.
Oh, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Like I said, all the expats there are living on their pension.
Yeah.
And what, they get $2,000 a month. That money goes a long way in Southeast Asia.
If they have an investment here, and they just sit on it, mate. At least they've got something here.
Yeah, well, if you can make it here, go for it.
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll find a way.
But we'll be there. But no, thanks, Chris. Seriously, man. Mate, I'm going to do this to you. We should wrestle him. This guy's a fit too. You should take him on the mat. See that? They get scared. Yes, they get scared. Yeah? You can sort him out.
You know, it's actually for new people. Some of them find it intimidating to walk into a jiu-jitsu gym.
Mm.
So that first step they do walking into a jiu-jitsu gym is like, actually, you know, like good on you. You know what I mean? You made it, and then they realize, oh, everyone here is actually just humans. Yeah, just a normal human being who does work during the day.
Yeah, and you get nervous. I did when I started.
Yeah,
you feel like far out, man.
And you got to trust your partner. They're not going to break your bones.
Especially the white belts.
So there's a lot of trust.
Yeah.
Between training partners in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, yeah. I like rolling with the ones that roll like me. Just go with it.
Yeah.
But the ones that are trying to get you, it's like, oh, come on, man.
Usually you get that from the lower belts.
Yeah, the white belts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they progress, you know, they just match your pace.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you've got that kind of training. You've got competitive training. It's different. Everything's different.
Mm. Well, mate, I'm looking forward to your future, Chris. Seriously,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for coming.